Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. Always leave me some comments and let me know if you're watching, and leave me some love. Put some hearts in there if you like. But also, if you ever think of something you want us to cook for you, put it in the messages so that we can put it on our list. Today, it's Thanksgiving time, right? And when it's Thanksgiving and we go into Christmas, we're looking for different ways to cook our turkey. Sometimes for Thanksgiving and Christmas, you're thinking, as I do with a small family, a whole turkey is maybe just a little too much. So I'm going to be making something called turkey with mushrooms. I think you're going to absolutely love it. I will post the recipe, but I want you to know that you have to try this because it's pretty delicious. So you're going to take 1 pound of turkey cutlets. So I'm going to take these. They're quite large. And all you're going to do is you're going to slice them. All right. So I'm using our knife and I'm working against the grain, making nice slices. Okay. Nice slices. That's a mouthful. Now, let me ask you, put in the comments. Sorry for my voice. I do have a couple questions for you. First of all, I want to know, where are you watching from? What state, what city? That always helps me out to know, where do we reach, and could you tag a girlfriend? Could you take and say, you know what, I'm going to tag my mom, or I'm going to tag my sister. That would be really great to help us get the word about Tupperware and how great our product is out there. The second thing I want to know, since I'm making turkey, is how many people do you cook your Thanksgiving meal at your house, or do you go somewhere? And how many people will be at this occasion? Okay, so I want to know that. Do you cook and host Thanksgiving, or do you go somewhere, and how many people will be there? So that's always kind of neat. I'm from a small family, and my daughter doesn't live here locally, so we don't always get to celebrate the holidays together. So it's Bill and I can tell you that when you go to celebrate holidays and you're trying to come up with different recipes and ideas, and you want them to be yummy, and at the same time you don't want to have leftovers for a gazillion days, it's kind of neat to run into a recipe that you think, this would work for me. So I wanted to show you this just because it is a fantastic recipe. So let me wash my hands, just because I am working with turkey, and I want to make sure I don't have any of that on my hands, because we want to keep safe and clean, safe eating environment and making environment. So today I'm going to be using the pressure cooker. The pressure cooker is one of our premium products by Tupperware, and it cooks with pressure in the chamber. So a pretty amazing, let me grab a fork, a pretty amazing product that you can make everything from a side dish to a main dish, desserts, and pretty terrific. So let's go ahead and put the turkey. Again, it calls for 1 pound of turkey cutlets, and you just want to slice those up. Okay, slice those up. Get rid of this and the other part of our turkey. There we go. And working with turkey, make sure you get rid of those utensils. You don't want to contaminate anything else. To this turkey cut up for our turkey and mushrooms, which I think you're going to love, you're going to add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. And this is your thickening agent that you're going to use. That'll kind of make the gravy of it all. And I do keep my cornstarch in modular mates. How many of you have a modular mate, or how many modular mates do you have? Really terrific. You can label them. I like the super oval ones because I can stack them on top of each other. So this is really great. I keep breadcrumbs, cornstarch. I'm just going through my layers. I have raisins. I have currants in one. I also have sweetener because I use Sweet and Low. Don't tell anybody. I know it's bad. So I have one with loose, sweet, and low in it. I have one with a flavored coffee that I use, and I don't use a lot, but I normally buy about a pound of it. Let's see what else. I'm trying to think, but I have about 6 or 8 of these that just stack up. They utilize the whole space of your cabinet. So it's really, really terrific. So what you're going to do is you're going to add your 2 tablespoons of corn starch to your turkey cutlets. And you're just going to mix this just so that the turkey and the cornstarch get married to each other and coated on it. And I'm using my silicone spatula for this. I'm sure you've heard about this product because it is something you can't have too many. In fact, let me ask you, how many spatulas do you have in your drawer? Maybe I'll show you mine at the end of this video, because I don't think you can have enough silicone spatulas. They go into heat up to 400 degrees, and they do pull apart for easy cleaning, dishwasher safe. They're already stained because they're red, right? So you can't mess them up, and really, really great. So that is what I've done. You can kind of see from the video, my turkey is coated now with the cornstarch. To that, we're going to add a package of button mushrooms. And I've already washed my mushrooms, and you can slice these. A really fast way to work with your mushrooms is put them through your egg slicer. But I like mine quartered. Okay, so you're learning all kinds of things about the way I like to do stuff, but I like mine quartered like this. So that's what I tend to do. And I'm just cutting them again using one of our universal knives. Really terrific, inexpensive knife, stays sharp. It's wonderful to work with. So these are button mushrooms that I've quartered, and I have most of them done. Adding it to that. Next, I'm going to add, it's 1 clove of garlic, and my cloves were really small. So I have a couple here just because it was the center of the garlic for me. So we were down to just little skinny pieces. So I'm just going to take it and cut it or chunk it, right? I'm not going to put it through the garlic press. I don't want it that small. Next, you're going to use 2 shallots. So this is a shallot. I believe it's part of the onion family. There's a lot of controversy whether it's onion family or not. The difference, I think, is shallots grow in multiple bulbs. If I remember from school, they grow in multiple bulbs, and an onion is typically a single bulb. So shallots are a little bit sweeter, if you will, and they are going to be near the garlic when you go into your HEB to get your, or wherever you shop. You know me, I love HEB. When you go into grocery shop where the potato bins are, and then the garlic, that's where your shallots will be. So this calls for 2 shallots. And you're just going to slice these like you would an onion, but you can see this is the slice that I'm doing. So add those to the pressure cooker. All right, from that, we're going to add in a little bit of bouillon. So if you use dry bouillon, you're going to use 1 cube. If you use better than bouillon, you're going to use 1 teaspoon. With that in. And chicken flavor, okay? You probably could use a vegetable flavor as well, but the recipe calls for chicken. All right, for salt and pepper, I'm using our hourglass salt and pepper shakers. I always take the top off to measure mine. You're going to use 1 teaspoon of salt. And then for pepper, I like fresh pepper. Because this is a whiter dish, you could use a white pepper, but I like just the nice cracked pepper to put that in. Gives it a nice taste, really. And if you're measuring out your pepper, it'd be about a ½ teaspoon. All right, but because I'm using the cracked pepper, it's going to be a little larger. And I love that. All right, let's stir all this together. Give it a nice little toss. So again, let me tell you, you have a little bit I have a little bit over a pound of turkey. To that, I have 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 2 shallots sliced thin, not sliced thin, but sliced, I should say. 1 teaspoon of chicken bouillon, 1 garlic clove, mine were skinny, so they were the center sections. I have that, and salt and pepper. And what we're going to add now is a little bit of white wine. So I'm not a wine drinker, so I buy this these small container, I don't even know, or small bottles. They're plastic. That's kind of nice, and I can keep them in my pantry. So when I do need wine for cooking, this is what I use. All the alcohol will cook off, and it's really just for the flavor. All right. So you want to put 1/3 cup of white wine. So that's what we have here. And the last thing that's going to go in here is 3/4 of a cup of water. So 3/4 of a cup of water. So let me measure that. Good deal. And that is it. That's how easy this is. So give it a nice little stir so that your salt and pepper is mixed up, your bouillon starts mixing up. Guys, you're gonna love this. That white wine in this makes it so delicious. What we're gonna do now, it even smells good for you. Let me show you it. You see that? How nice that is. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the lid or the cover to the pressure cooker. There's an arrow on the base, an arrow on the lid, and if you just kind of wiggle it, it falls right down onto the container. You rotate it clockwise to close, and then you put your lever all the way down, and that completes it. Always when you use your pressure cooker, make sure your indicators are in correctly, and also even the rubber, let me show you this, just because the rubber ring, this part right here, because once it's washed, that you want to always put that back in there, because that helps to build up the pressure in the pressure cooker. So put it on, turn it, close it, you're done. So what we're going to do now is we're going to cook this about 15 minutes. It's 12 to 15 minutes. And since my turkey was just over a pound, I'm going to go to 15 minutes. Then you're going to let the indicator, which is the yellow part here, that when it's up, you know it has a lot of pressure in it. You leave it alone, standing time basically. Once that indicator goes down, I'm going to open it, and I'm going to add 3/4 cup of heavy cream. Mix that, and it's going to be absolutely delicious. You will not believe how wonderful your turkey gets with this recipe. It gets so moist, or not moist. Yeah, moist is a good one, but tender. You'll love it. I like to serve this over mashed potatoes, so I will be making my mashed potatoes in the steamer. I could make them in the pressure cooker if I wanted to, but since it's tied up with the turkey in it, I'm going to steam my potatoes and then mash them with some butter, salt, and pepper, a little bit of cream in it. They'll be perfect, and serve it with a vegetable. And that's how easy it is. So guys, this is the turkey and mushrooms. I'll post the recipe. Please let me know if you watch this, and please, tell me what changes you would make to the recipe when you're making it for your family. I love once it's cooked and you've added the cream, you put the cover back on and you let that cream just kind of warm up and thicken. And when I go to serve it, I always top it with a little bit of parsley. That's just makes it so beautiful as well. Serve it over mashed potatoes, but you could definitely serve this over a wild rice if you like that. And some greens, whether that be a collard green or a broccoli. It's going to be a fabulous meal. So I hope you love the idea. I definitely want you to try it, because 15 minutes in the microwave and poops, you're done. That's the way to cook turkey, right? Thanks for watching me. Definitely leave me some love and let me know that you watched the video.